Hello, everyone. We're going to get started now. Thanks so much for joining us for another weekly webinar. In today's webinar, we're going to take you through a recent study we conducted that we call Why Reputation Management Matters, a Vendasta Churn study, Churn analysis on 100,000 plus SMBs. My name is Paige, and I'm joined today with data analyst Carly Stack, who took on this research head on, and she's going to do most of the presentation today just because she knows this data the best. So to kick off the presentation and to get everyone in the right mindset, I want to open up with a quote, a SaaS proverb, if you will. The only thing more important than getting new customers, keeping the ones you have. So this study focuses on retention and what strategies and what products might help your agency to keep your clients for longer. So we did this by looking at a sample of 130,000 SMBs who are currently using our reputation management product. And of course, the nemesis of most businesses, churn, was the focus of the study. So in this case, we've defined churn here as when the SMB is no longer paying for products or services, or they've been removed from the platform. But before we get too much into the weeds, just let's recap what reputation management is. And what it is not is a new concept. Reputation has been around forever, and it was essentially a word-of-mouth based referral program that drove traffic for businesses before the era of the internet. Now the internet has brought us all so much closer together, and suddenly our word and our opinion about a business travels so much faster and to a greater number of people. But also, reputation management with capital R, capital M is the name of one of Vendasta's products and the focus of this study. So this product, in fact, has been Vendasta's top selling product for 10 years. And in that time, hundreds of thousands of SMBs have used the product to manage their online reputation. And as a white label product, these clients have been directly managing their own reputations and responding to their own reviews, all under your agency's own brand. And with so many partners selling this product, that's what inspired us to see how selling reputation management affected agencies' client retention rate. So this study can really be summed up into three themes. First, we have why an agency should manage a client's online reputation using a tool like reputation management. Secondly, how the agency should manage the client's reputation to increase retention. And what effect does managing online reputation have on the SMB? So Carly is going to take the reins now and dive into each section with a little more detail. So if at any point you have a question, you can ask in the chat and we can either address it at that time or save it to the end. So here's Carly to take you through.
All right, so the first theme I'm going to take you through today is to answer why you as an agency should focus on your client's online reputation and what does it mean for your client retention. To answer this, we took a look at account retention based on whether or not the account had purchased reputation management. Here we found that after 2 years, SMBs who purchased reputation management had a 57% increased retention rate compared to SMBs who didn't purchase the product. So from there, we had a simple conclusion. Sell reputation management and retain your clients for longer. With our tool at your disposal, you have a holistic view of your client's entire online reputation and a simple interface with user-friendly features so you or your SMB can begin to take steps to correct and manage their online reputation. And this research has shown us that SMBs may just be your client for longer if you're selling them reputation management. We were then able to draw some conclusions on how your agency can manage your client's online reputation in order to reduce churn and keep your clients for longer. We went back to a past study that Vendasta had done on client churn, which briefly outlined the difference in retention for SMBs that authenticated their Google My Business. We found that SMBs that connected their GMB saw a 68% increased retention rate after 2 years compared to SMBs who didn't connect their account. The importance of your SMB clients being found online is paramount to the reputation, and GMB is the top site to be on. You would be hard-pressed to find a consumer who hadn't done their research before purchasing from a business. This leads to our second takeaway. Encourage your clients to authenticate their Google My Business in Vendasta Business Center to monitor how their business is performing online and for you to retain them for longer. A significant part of a reputation management strategy is responding to customer reviews. There's no denying the important effect it has on brand trust and loyalty, but does this action have any effect on retaining an SMB as a client? In our research, we found that after 2 years, if a partner's SMB responded to at least one review, they had a 124% increased retention rate compared to SMBs that didn't respond to any of their reviews. So if responding to at least one review could result in such a high retention rate, we then wondered if the volume of review responses had an effect. It appears it does. Our data shows that SMBs that responded to 50% or more of their reviews had a 66% retention rate with their agency after 2 years. So this is a 17% increased retention rate compared to SMBs that responded to fewer than half of the reviews they received. After establishing the importance of responding to reviews, we looked into whether the person responding had any effect on client retention. By investigating who the responder was, we found that Vendasta partners who used a combination of both an SMB client and a marketing services strategist to respond to reviews retained more of their clients. So as you look at this graph, you may be surprised by the low retention rate of businesses that solely rely on a marketing services strategist to respond on their behalf. But we were too at first. Then it began to make sense. It's important for engagement and retention that an owner is involved in the reputation management, even if an expert is involved in fulfillment. So a key takeaway here, outsource review response work to an expert under your brand, but keep the business owner involved in the process. And you're all the first to hear that we have an exciting release coming in late July that can help your SMBs with exactly this. Review response templates within reputation management will enable your SMBs to respond to reviews without the headache of crafting a response themselves. We've covered why online reputation management is important to your agency and how your agency should manage your clients' online reputation. But what's in it for your clients? The final part of our research uncovers the importance of star rating and generating and responding to reviews, and how they can affect Google My Business actions. The actions we will be covering are website clicks, direction requests, and phone calls. It's unlikely you'll find someone who has never Googled a business and seen a Google Knowledge panel, but what is it about that panel of information that compels us to view the business's website, call them up, or request directions? Well, you're in luck. We were just as curious about this. To answer this question, we looked into the 16,000 SMBs using our reputation management product and that had also authenticated their GMB within our system. It's apparent that these businesses already demonstrate they have a good grasp on their online presence since they use a reputation management tool and have taken the steps to create and or claim a GMB listing. In any case, we compared these businesses to each other to find out what makes one business's listing more attractive to potential customers over another. For one, a business's star affects its SERP ranking, which could propel the listing to the top of Google's search results. But does a higher star rating mean more clicks to a business's website? We compared SMBs that have a star rating of 3.5 or higher on Google to those that have a star rating less than 3.5. And here we found that SMBs with a higher star rating had an average of 78 more website clicks in the month of April than those with a lower star rating. So along with star rating, customer reviews are a powerful entity on Google. Do more reviews compel a potential customer to take action on a business's GMB listing? We looked at how the number of Google reviews related to the number of GMB actions. In our research, we found a positive, meaningful relationship between the number of Google reviews and the number of GMB actions. So meaning as the number of total reviews for a business went up, so did the number of GMB actions, including phone calls, website visits, and requests for directions. Ask for reviews and more GMB clicks are likely to follow. And what better way to ask for reviews than with our review request tool, Customer Voice. I personally get to see the successes SMBs have with this tool on a daily basis, both with SMS and email requests. So from the SMB's perspective, we are curious to know how responding to reviews impacts their business's success. Our assumptions were confirmed when we saw that the more reviews an SMB responded to, the higher number of GMB actions they experienced. If you ever doubted the power of review responses, doubt no more. So for our fourth and final takeaway, work with your clients to improve their star rating, as well as encourage them to generate and respond to their own reviews. To summarize, we answered 3 important questions in regards to online reputation. Why should you manage your client's online reputation? Well, using a tool like reputation management could potentially increase your client retention rate by 57%. And how should you go about managing their online reputation? Firstly, make sure that they authenticate their GMB profile within Vendasta Business Center so they can monitor their online presence and so you can retain them for longer. In addition, encourage review response and use the help of an expert alongside your clients to do so. Finally, what's in it for your clients? We found that SMBs with a higher star rating saw more website clicks, and the more reviews as well as the more review responses an SMB had, the more GMB actions they experienced.